Hey, what's up everyone? This is Isaiah from Therapy Today. I'm a licensed professional counselor, and today we're going to dive into some of what I've been experiencing as I've been getting a lot of new clients recently, and what it feels like for a therapist to be engaging with their clients on a consistent basis. Before I get into this video, please do like and subscribe. I'm always creating new mental health content geared around the therapy process, or how you can improve your own mental health for yourself, or how you can advocate for yourself within the mental health care space. So please do like and subscribe and allow the channel to grow and help us to continue doing what we're doing. So like I've said, I've had a lot of new clients come in recently, and this is a little out of the norm because during the summer I'm usually expecting things to slow down, but I've had a lot of clients coming in recently, and a lot of them are on the younger side. So we're talking about people who are not 18 yet, so they're coming in with their parents and doing these intake interviews. So an intake interview is like the first assessment that a therapist will make, and the very first appointment with somebody. We get some of the mental health history, some of what's going on, why they are coming to counseling at this point, some other factors including family history, medical history, and all of that kind of stuff, so that we can get a better picture and a sense of how can I help this person? What are they looking for throughout this process? And what I've been really struck by over these, I don't know, I've had at least like 5 or 6 intakes over the past week or so, is just how desperate some of these parents are feeling. And it's not like I haven't dealt with cases where parents have felt helpless or hopeless before, but these parents are especially demonstrative in saying how much they appreciate what I'm doing, even after just one interview with their kids. And really, a lot of them feeling like they're at the end of their ropes, like they've tried other things that just have not worked. They don't know what to say to their kids anymore. Their relationships are strained. They're feeling burned out by trying to continue parenting and living their own lives. Maybe they're dealing with some of their own issues. And that's just something I've really heard reiterated by a lot of these new clients over the past week or so. And I do tell people that I talk to about this profession that it does seem to come in waves. So for some time, I was dealing with a lot of veterans, dealing with PTSD. Some periods of time I had a lot of high schoolers, and right now the pendulum just seems to be swinging for whatever reason to a lot of middle and high schoolers who are dealing with some chronic illnesses or some chronic issues that are really leaving both them and their parents feeling like they're grasping at straws and that nothing is working. A lot of them are having trouble with school, with their own mental health and emotional health, with communicating, and just how to deal with all the stress that's accumulating over the course of whatever they're dealing with. And so I think that even though it's been stressful for me because it's been more work, because I'm trying to keep in mind which client is which, because I've heard so many new stories in such a short amount of time, it's been a really powerful reminder for me just how much hope people invest in the therapeutic process. For me, it's going to work every day and using the skills I've developed over time, the training that I've done, but it can almost feel kind of rote sometimes. And I think this is a very powerful reminder for me that people are coming into this process really hoping that it'll make a difference. And a lot of these parents, a lot of these new clients have made it very clear what a little bit of hope can do for them. That they have lost hope in either the medical system or the school system or in themselves as parents, and to see me connecting with their child, to see their child opening up and sharing something that they haven't shared with their parents, to share that with me, or to see that their kids feel comfortable with me, that their kids feel heard. I think it's very easy for us as therapists to take that for granted sometimes because we do that so much, because it's just a foundation of what we're expected to do, that we're used to listening to people. But these past few intakes have really reminded me that that means a lot to people, that that connection is something that it can actually be very uncommon for people to find in the course of their normal lives. And so it's reminded me that even after the initial interview, every time someone comes back to see me, each week or every other week, however frequently they see me, that is them investing hope, investing their time and their energy and their emotions into this process. And that's a responsibility and a privilege that I cannot take lightly. I know most therapists will probably say, like, you know, my 9 o'clock therapy self is very different from my 5 o'clock therapy self. And just that, like, I've heard a lot of stories, I've done a lot of listening, I've done a lot of collaborative problem solving with my clients by the time 5 o'clock rolls around. and I'm tired, I'm not maybe on my A game, but it's still important for me to remember that that person who's coming in at 5 o'clock is still investing their hope into this process, and I need to honor that. I need to respect that, and I need to validate that. Even if it feels like they're stuck or they don't want to be there, the fact that they are there shows that they have a commitment to the process, no matter how much or how little. And that's something that has the potential to grow, and that's something that I need to honor as their mental health person. I will say also, it does feel very validating sometimes for some of these parents to really say like, I'm so glad you could connect with my kid, I'm so glad they feel comfortable with you, or it feels like you're the only person who's on our side or the only person who understands in the midst of that. That's very validating stuff because it makes me feel special, and I need to own that, but I also need to recognize that that's not primarily the reason why I'm doing this work. I think clients feeling like they're understood in the counseling space is a natural byproduct of what I'm trying to accomplish. But I do need to make sure that the focus continues to be on those clients, that it can't just be about me feeling good because I'm doing a great job and because, you know, these clients went to other therapists and they didn't get what they needed until they came to see me. But no, it's a collaborative effort between all of the mental health professionals, all the medical providers that have come before, and I just happen to be the next one in line to help them take the next step. So it's not about me being a better therapist than the next person or the one before, but it's about just me being in the right place and the right time for them to be ready or willing to make some of those changes and to nurture some of the hope that they're putting into the process. And that's why it's really important for me to not mail in any sessions, to kind of sleepwalk through any sessions, not only for the financial and the time commitment that they're putting into the process, but most importantly, it's the hope investment that they're putting into it, that I see it as them, by being heard, by being able to share their stories, I'm providing a little bit of hope that they can borrow and build on in the short term so that they can continue to have their own sense of hope, their own sense of control, their own ability to be able to build on something and build something great and positive for themselves. And so in that sense, I do appreciate some of the clients that I have been seeing recently. They might be challenging cases, they might be complex, and there might have been a lot of them in a short amount of time. But that important reminder that I do, for the time being, have the privilege of holding some of that hope that they're investing in the process in my hands. I do want to honor that, make sure that myself as a professional and that other professionals recognize the privilege that we have to be entrusted with that by our clients, to not take that lightly, and to continue honoring that through listening to their stories and honoring their perspectives and walking with them to move towards the goals that they're trying to accomplish. Everyone, thank you so much for watching this video. Like I said, very impactful couple of sessions and interviews that I've had recently. So that's been really cool to be able to reflect on that and talk about it with you all. And also just from the perspective of a therapist and helping you all to better understand maybe how we think when it comes to different clients, new clients, old clients, returning clients. And I do hope that for all of you who do seek mental health services, that you feel that your story and the investment that you're putting into the process is being honored and respected likewise. So again, please do like and subscribe. That does help support the channel, helps us to grow and continue making new content for you all. Thank you so much for checking out this video. I'll see you all next time.